partnered with X-Rocker. They have great quality products such as chairs, desk accessories, and more. Feel free to check out the link down below in the description. And when checking out, use the code Lyronyx10 and get 10% off of any item of your choice. Hey guys, it's Lyronyx here, and today we're making another Dragon Adventures video. In today's video, we have a few updates to actually share with you today, and we also have another part to our Level Beginner's Guide, which I believe that makes this part 6. And I know as we go on, I'm going to start forgetting more and more, but hopefully I'm going to try and keep track of this, and then also make sure that I don't like end up repeating things. Like obviously some things will probably be like reoccurring if it really relates to the topic, but I'm gonna try to stay away from anything that I've already talked about unless I need to talk about it again. Maybe there's like an event or something that comes up where, you know, it's probably helpful for me to bring it up again. In today's video, we have a few updates, and then I'm also going to be talking about ways you can prepare for both events and seasonal dragons that are coming out, because I know when they like come out, you're kind of like, oh goodness, okay, where do I start? What do I do? How do I get it? Those are like the few things that you were thinking when that happens, or you might just be like, I don't care, I'm trying to get this world. Like maybe you really don't care about the dragons and you're still just trying to do whatever you're doing in the game. That is totally cool beans. You do you. Just saying. If you are wondering how you can do that, I will be sharing that with you, but I think we should look at the little updates first, because I think that would be a little more interesting and probably get you a little more hyped for the things I'm about to mention and how you can get this dragon. So basically, as I just said, a dragon. And this is going to be our newest dragon coming along. This is going to be our next seasonal dragon coming out at the very end of January or on February 1st, really depending on time zones, because for me, where I am, usually when they post something, it is like the day before, because of time zones again. Like usually if it's February 1st for them, it usually ends up being like January 31st for me. So it kind of like, it comes out early, but not obviously. But yeah, we have this lovely guy here. It is the fortune dragon for the Chinese New Year's event we have going on. And I say event, but it is, I believe, to be a seasonal dragon. I know I keep talking about it like it's an event, and it's not. It is not. It is a seasonal dragon, and I have other things to show with it. But this is our fella. Cool things I want to point out, that it is going to have a nice little flowy movement, and it's flying, and it is not going to have wings, of course, because we only have a few dragons that actually don't have wings. I know we have the Hex, we have the Oranga, and then we have, I think it's the Tai? It's a fantasy dragon. I know there's that one as well. And then we do have like a few other like honorable mentions, like the turtle and then the Leviathan. You know, I'm realizing that there's actually quite a few that don't have wings. Are there any others? Maybe. The Dex, but that one doesn't fly. Yeah, okay. Wait a second. Does the Leviathan fly? Does the turtle fly? Why don't I know these things? I'm pretty sure they do. Okay, well there's a few that have no wings but can fly, but this is going to be added on to those few. It's really cool though. I really like the whole idea with there being like a fortune dragon. I mean, have you guys ever seen them, like when they have them in those parades and everyone's like in the dragon and they're dancing around the parade? Like that is so cool. And like I always just love this dragon. Like this definitely, like if you ask me what my favorite dragon is, I'd probably have to say like this one, just like off a dragon species that I would know, because obviously a lot of these are like made up ones, you know, because people are just really creative. But there are like some dragon species that like were technically already created like a while ago, like the wyvern. That one, the wyvern is like really old. I believe like back, I might be wrong, but like back with like Vikings and stuff. Like there was a lot of dragons with like Vikings, at least that's what I've heard of. But they believed in a lot of dragons. But yeah, this one is one of the few that I just like, it's awesome. You know, I've been waiting to see this. Too excited. Like who excited? We also have a little drawing here of some accessories they plan to make as well. So we have a holdable little lantern for the dragon hole in its mouth, as well as a sparkler. And then we have a few little collars with bells on them, which again, super cute. Like I want this one. I need this, and the new dragon, I need this and the new dragon, and I'd be set. I'd be I'd be like, yeah, let's go, you know? And of course, the portal door. This one. I'm gonna end up like falling in love with it just from the door. I haven't even seen what the actual theme plot looks like, but the door is so cool. Do you see that? And they have actually already turned it into like a 3D model, kind of. This looks more like 2D, but that's because you're kind of like seeing it from a front view. but look at it. Like, this is exciting. They have like the lantern, they have a few potions, and then they have a backpack. You can't tell me that is not exciting. So anyways, for this video, those were the updates. Now on to the part where I tell you what you can kind of do to prepare, because again, maybe you're wondering, could I do in what way could I possibly prepare for these events, you know? Okay, first off, this one is gonna kind of go back into the map video I made with how to get maps. Just in case you don't already have maps or certain maps, I definitely suggest checking out that video if you're a little stuck. But I did make a video on how to unlock maps. But anyways, I would suggest like having most of these worlds unlocked, because it's definitely gonna help you out here. Because how you get the seasonal dragon is through completing missions, in which completing missions will get you points. They'll go into your dragon seasons little thing. The bar will move up, and as you go on completing missions, you will unlock little segments here, and then finally reaching the dragon. Now it will be a little harder for those of you who don't have Robux and don't plan to buy the pass. Then there's not much I can say about getting the theme plot or the potion and all that stuff. Like I would definitely say like you have a good chance of getting potions from maybe like trading with someone, but I don't believe theme plots are tradable, and I don't believe accessories are accessories tradable? Why do I have a feeling they are? They probably are. This is kind of weird. I don't know why I'm like struggling to think. I haven't like traded in a while, so I really cannot say, and I don't want to like randomly start trading somebody, because then they'll probably like expect something from me. But you know, that is a possibility there. Sadly though, if you don't have Robux, it is kind of an ouch ears, you know, not being able to get the goods there. But you know, you still get the dragon, okay? You still get the dragon. That is the main point here. This is what we're looking for. So again, like I was mentioning, have the worlds unlocked, because as you can see already, hatch a jungle egg. If you don't have the jungle map unlocked, that's obviously going to be a little hard time for you, because then how do you get the egg? Now, I'm not entirely sure though if it will count, but I think you might be able to just buy the jungle egg or trade for it and hatch it that way. But again, not entirely sure if it'll work that way. Sometimes it will specifically tell you that you need to find a jungle egg, which will be different from hatching one, because that means you will have to go and get one. But hatching it, I think, don't quote me on it, but I think will work if you just buy the egg or trade it and then hatch it. But there are some other ones where, as you can see, complete 3 world time trials. Now, I'm probably going to assume that you can do that 3 times in the same map, but if it turns out not, then you might have to have like 3 maps unlocked. Just saying. We have another one here, finding the grassland. Grassland's free though, not much of a problem there. But yeah, we have killed 10 mobs from the volcano world. That's an example, you know. You're gonna have to go to the desert, and obviously you can't go and kill 10 mobs in the volcano world if you don't have the volcano world. So I would say like best ways to kind of prepare for these types of things, if you really plan to try your best with the seasonal dragons and try to get all these missions done from top to bottom, I would say first unlock all the maps, get that out of the way, because then you're easily passing through all that. Getting those maps just helps you out there, because then you don't have to worry about getting them when the seasonal dragon is out and then wasting time then. I'd say before that happens, before any seasonal like dragon comes out that you really want, prepare in advance and get those worlds unlocked. That is going to be really helpful, because as you can see, we have killed 30 mobs in the wasteland, and then I think there was another one with the desert. Yeah, killed 21 mobs in the desert, find 3 eggs from the wasteland. And obviously these ones are already really hard as they are, but it's going to be even more difficult if you don't have the map and you reached these somehow, you know. So definitely work on that. A lot of other missions are really just like basically playing the game. Like there's one that's like give you a dragon to level 20, which is kind of just again playing the game, doing it yourself, just chilling and vibing. A lot of them are just going to be like easy little tasks that you usually would do in your free time, so I wouldn't worry much about those. But again, the world ones I feel like are a #1 kind of important thing there for anything. Now for events, which are really different from seasonal things, because you don't have to do missions for anything there, well, unless they have like missions in the event, because sometimes they do have that, which is kind of rare because I haven't seen that in a while. But the very first Easter event we had did have a mission, so that was kind of fun. But ways you can prepare for an event, usually I would say have a pretty fast dragon. Like have a wasp that has pretty good speed, because a lot of the times there will be like time trials or speed trials or things like that as a mini game event within the event, because as we've seen before in our previous other events, there are usually mini games. And one I have seen very frequently is the speed trial race where everyone races around. Obviously, you're gonna want a fast dragon for that so you can zoom through and win. You know, these are kind of just, I guess, little tips for events, maybe more so less than planning ahead, but you know, that I feel like is a very good thing because a lot of people will already have a super fast dragon and you would be so surprised because sometimes I'll actually do like the race trials and I'll accidentally like pull out, you know, like a scarecrow dragon and everyone else has a wasp and I'm just like sitting behind everyone, like slowly gliding through as they're already finished. So, you know, probably get a fast dragon, I would say. Also, maybe if you really do plan on playing events, clear some time on your schedule. Because I gotta say it does take a while. Lately, it hasn't been as hard though, finding eggs, because you don't even have to find eggs anymore. Now you buy the eggs, so have some time for playing the mini games, buy the egg, find time to put those in the incubators, because goodness gracious, do those take forever too. And then, you know, always remember that you're obviously not usually going to get it in the very first egg. So don't get your hopes up, okay? Just know that it will take a while, and that's okay, because goodness gracious, during the Halloween event, I got so many eggs, and I was like, okay, this one? No. This one? No. And I sat there and went through 11 eggs till I finally got the bat dragon. And that was the bat dragon. that was the bat dragon. So, as you can see, you know, it's okay. It's okay if you don't get it the first time. Everything is spiffy. To be honest though, I don't really think there's anything else I can really mention because thinking on it, nothing else really would help you prepare for an event because usually events will kind of like tell you in advance like what's gonna happen and what you'll need and how to do it, and usually they'll be open for quite a while. So I guess whenever an event does come out, I'll definitely like have things for you then, but just thinking about it right now, it's kind of difficult, especially considering that they have constantly changed the events and the ways that they play out. So it's kind of hard to give tips when considering like the next event could be something totally different from what I just described off of previous events. So we'll save that for later. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, part of Lyla Squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!